Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan and today is a very exciting game. Showmatch, big showmatch, anticipated showmatch between Grubby and Tyler1 in Warcraft 3 is going to happen today in 3 hours. And I'm recording this video to show you, to tell you really quickly what we can expect, and I would like to explain you the rules so you understand them better. And as we can see, if we go to the Twitch chat of Mr. Grubby, you type the command exclamation point T1, there are the rules. And myself, as a big fan of Excel, I decided to make those rules a little bit more clear in the form of this beautiful table. So I will explain you now the details. They are going to play 5 games, so the score can vary from 5-0 for Grubby to 0-5. So Tyler can win in theory 5 games, and every game has different handicap because yes, Mr. Grubby is a much better player, and to make it interesting, of course, there is some handicap. In game number 1, Grubby can play only hero. So it means that, for example, with Nidelf, he can make, of course, every single building, and it's important because you can make towers, and you can make Wisp, you can make Ancient of War, and for example, with Undead, you may say, Saul, can he make ghouls with Undead? I think that yes, that he can make ghouls, but he can't creep them, he can't attack with them, he can't defend his base with them. He can just basically gather lumber, or maybe he can defend the base but not attacking. I don't know these details, but I think Grubby is not going to play Undead. In my opinion, Grubby will play either Nidelf, because 1 year ago in this video on Mr. Grubby channel called One Warden Everyone Dies, Mr. Grubby accepted challenge, probably from the viewer, just for fun, to basically play versus somebody as solo warden. So again, no archers, Grub is just creeping, and with Nidelf you can produce a lot of moonwells, and we know all how Warden strong can be with this mass AoE effect. He can kill the building, he can kill lame the workers of Mr. Tyler1, and Mr. Grubby is digging a long tunnel, so as we can see he's going to his opponent base. I think versus Tyler1 this particular strategy is not going to work. I just wanted to show you that yes, Warden is getting levels, you can make a lot of Ancient of War and Mr. to like creep with them later, and you can of course make mass moonwells, and Warden with every level is getting stronger. As we can see, Human is harassing this base, but there is like nothing to harass really, they are just moonwells, and Grub is creeping level 3, another beautiful Ancient of War, and with time you just get full HP, full mana, you lame a little bit, and your opponent can try to fight you with, in this case we have Dragon Hawk Raiders, and Grub is actually playing without Blink, so this, and of course you can expand and you can make mass towers, so this is one way how Grubby can play. Of course I saw him as well trying well, because with Militia you can creep as well, so it's going to be either Nidelf or Human for Mr. Grubby, that's my prediction, because with Militia you can creep as well, so he can play like Solo Panda, for example, with Human, and I saw him playing Solo MK as well, and with Militia you can do some crazy stuff, like you can like attack your opponent base with Militia. But I think there is a better strategy. And I would like to remind you, the rules of the game is to play only one hero, so no footies, but you can make Militia and you can make towers. So this is an example that I have found on a ladder, that basically of a like instant tower rush, but Mr. Grubby, of course, he can go for instant tower rush, and yes, this game is versus orc, but he can add a hero from the tavern as well, so some kind of variation of this build order, because you know, this can work as well, and of course, Mr. Grubby will choose whatever he thinks is best. Of course, like Solo Warden game can bring much more emotions, because the game is longer, but look how simple it is, like, and we know for sure, ladies and gentlemen, that Tyler1 is going to play a Blade Master, and even Headhunter opener. It means that, you know, with Blade Master it's not that easy to kill those towers early. With Farseer you have Wolves, and Farseer is a range hero, while Blade Master, of course, you can make mirror image, but if Grubby is going to detect which Blade Master is which, and he's going to kill the real Blade Master really quickly. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, as we can see, one burrow is safe, but the towers, the Frigard towers are going to finish, and who knows, this guy Windows 7 is probably not the best tower rusher on the planet. Mr. Grubby probably can improve it, maybe the tower position. Like, imagine making the towers here. right? So he can make towers behind the gold mine, and then like orc can't mine. So maybe that's a small improvement, or maybe he just wanted to kill the burrow. But moving those towers a little bit to the left would be a nice thing to do. And of course, with our militia, our workers numbers are quite limited, and all of those beautiful workers are sacrificing their life to repair the towers. But of course, we can pull more later. But now we have the 3 guard towers ready, and we have a lot of nice targets to attack. So the rules of the show match are clear: 1 hero and no units, and we don't even need to have hero here. So of course, Mr. Tyler1 may micro a little bit better, but still the Fasir went down, the Grant is in trouble, and the new militia is coming to make even more towers. Don't get me wrong, this game is not over, but the opponent was so disgusted that he just decided to leave. So yes, this is the option. So regardless of this strategy, I would say that a favor to win this game is Mr. Grubby, because he will just win it. Okay, that's my prediction. Game number 2 has clear rules as well. Grubby needs to play one-handed. And again, ladies and gentlemen, video like that exists on Mr. Grubby channel called One Hand Only Challenge, and I will explain you why Warcraft players will love to use abilities with a mouse and keyboard, because you just click spells and abilities faster, right? So for example, let's say imagine you are an undead, you have Death Knight, Leech, and let's say Crypt Lord, and you want to use Coil, Nova, Impale, right? With the keyboard, it's so much easier, because with mouse you just target, and with the keyboard you pick the heroes and the spells, right? Because you can access hero directly with F1, F2, F3. You can have all of the heroes in the one control group, so it just speeds up the process. But I think that Grubby is of course much better than Mr. Tyler1, and the only thing that it's basically lowers for Mr. Grubby is his APM. So as we can see, with one hand, Mr. Grubby in this game, he still has 100 APM. And as we can see, he's keeping his hand on his neck like that to show the stream that he's not using his hand. And he's not even clicking that fast, in the... Like, he's not that motivated, because it's some BNet FFA game. So definitely versus Tyler1, he will be much more motivated. And also in these big Warcraft fights, sometimes you will just pull units one by one. So I think that Mr. Grubby is a big favorite here. So prediction goes for Grubby. And now game number 3 has 3 possible scenarios. Okay, so depends on the score. If Grubby is ahead 2-0, so he won 2 previous games, as my prediction goes, then he can't move, he can't mine for 45 seconds after the game starts. And in game, if Tyler1 basically says, Saul, you don't know anything about Warcraft 3, and he's up to 0, then Grubby can play just in a normal way. And if the score is 1-1, they are going to flip the coin to see if it's going to be 45 seconds delay or full strength. And what 45 seconds delay can do for you. I tested it, and basically, if you don't move for 45 seconds, your hero will be out from the altar at the same moment when, if your opponent wants to harass you, your opponent arrives to your base. So harassing straight up tower rush, as we saw that what I'm proposing in game number 1 can work, but we know that Tyler1 will play Blade Master Mirror Image, and Blade Master Mirror Image is a pretty slow build. So in theory, this is not a big handicap for Grubby, because Grubby will be behind one creep camp. And let's say 1 unit, okay? And the longer game goes, then the 45 seconds is going to be less meaningful. So let me tell you, if your opponent is tricky, if your opponent knows those tower rushes, you are just dead. Imagine if like 3 peasants are in militia form, are coming to your base, and they are making those towers, and you are just dead, right? But Tyler1 is playing Blade Master Mirror Image, so Mr. Grubby will win this very easy. So that's my prediction, and of course full strength. Let's not even talk about the full strength, because Mr. Grubby will just obliterate. Ladies and gentlemen, now game number 4. And the rules here are even more complex, but not really. So basically it's about the handicap. So we have now 4 possible scores: Grubby up through 0, Grubby up to 1, Tyler1 up to 1 and Tyler1 up 3-0. And depends of this value, basically there will be a handicap chosen for Mr. Grubby. It's called HP handicap. And what it basically means that if you host a game on BNet, you can choose handicap, and it doesn't lower your attack or power of your spells. It only lowers your HP and HP of your buildings as well. Okay, so you are attacking as hard as you can, but you are taking basically you have the different HP, so you don't take double damage. Everything you own has half the HP, including buildings. Let me tell you, I tried to play versus Computer Insane at when I was on 50%, and I used just a straightforward strategy pala rifle. And I had big problems. I lost the game, to be honest, but I'm not the best player. But Tyler1 is stronger than Computer Insane, but Grubby is stronger than me. And I think that here, this game 4 interests me the most, okay? Because if Grubby is up 3-0, and I think he will be up 3-0, then he will play on 50% HP handicap, and it means that he will have to use very this glass cannon build. Maybe he will play Undead to get this Death Knight Leech Impale, or maybe he'll play Criplord first, because if you use Impale, the opponent units are stunned, right? So they don't deal any damage, so you're basically healing yourself by attacking. So this game is interesting for me. Can Grubby pull it off? Because he can have some 200 IQ move here. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that Tyler1 can win if Grubby is on 50% HP, and then here I don't really know. Definitely Grubby 80% HP, Grubby can win this, and those two values I gave it to Grubby because Grubby is creative, Grubby is strong, but yes, I'm not exactly sure what can happen here. So my opinion, Grubby will be up 3-1 before game number 5, and what game number 5 rules are: Tyler1 is going to team with Mr. Amphi, who is big World of Warcraft 3 streamer, and he's also practicing a Warcraft 3 for Mr. Grubby 8-player event, who is going to be played at the start of the match. And Grubby will play full strength, but he will play alone versus 2 opponents. And what we can predict about this game? First thing first, we need to check how strong Tyler1 is, and he's around 1000 MMR in 1v1. His teammate, Mr. Amphi, is playing Night Elf, and he's also around 1000 MMR. While Mr. Grubby in solo has 2400 MMR. So he's 2 times stronger than, he's stronger than their MMR combined, because 1000 plus 1000 is less than 2400. But, ladies and gentlemen, it all depends about the game plan, because the worst thing those 2 players can do, they can fight Grubby 1 by 1, right? But if they cooperate, if they always follow each other, or maybe they have a smart plan, one player is harassing, so for example, Amphi can go after Grubby with Demon Hunter and just burn mana all the time, and then disengage and just to stop Grubby creeping. And the other player, for example, Tyler1, can do fast expansion, and then they go into the late game and they have Grubby has 50 supply and they have 150 supply. So 100 supply advantage, then just A-click will win. Or maybe they'll just be Omega aggressive at start or Omega aggressive on tier 2. But if they are going to let Grubby creep, and if Grubby will be able to fight them 1 by 1, maybe with some crazy Blade Master Mirror Image or some AoE spell, in this kind of show matches, you like to play Panda first, because Panda first hits this huge damage with Night Elf. So yes, I'm very interested to see about this game, because this game I gave to Tyler1 because they play a lot, Tyler and Amphi, they play a lot and they look okay. But if they cooperate really, really, really well, really, really bad, I think they can lose. So my official prediction is, ladies and gentlemen, that this show match is going to finish with 3 wins for Mr. Grubby and 2 wins for Tyler1 team. Of course, it's going to be streamed on Mr. Grubby Twitch at 7 p.m. European time and 1 p.m. I think this time for or New York, I guess. I don't know exactly, but yes, 7 p.m. on Grubby Twitch, and I'm excited. I will be watching, and I hope that this video helped you understand the rules of the show match better. Consider subbing to the YouTube channel for more updates like that, and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.